tell me, what have you made of the news that Vladimir Putin will not be attending these talks?
It came as no surprise. We already had President Donald Trump propose a 30-day ceasefire. We have President Zelensky of Ukraine agree to that. All that Putin needed to do all along was to also agree and begin the process of reconciliation, of resolving issues. But we don't see that happen. And we have not seen that happen since Russia invaded. So Putin could have stopped this war just the way he started it. He started it unilaterally, unprovoked, with an idea of subjugating Ukraine. And if he decides to change his mind, he can stop the war the same way, but he's not doing it.
And much has been made, Professor, of the fact that Vladimir Putin is not attending, that he hasn't sent his foreign affairs minister, nor has he sent his chief spokesperson. What can we draw from that about the message President Putin is sending?
Yes, I mean, it's basically saying that unless the negotiations are conducted on his terms, and his terms are basically the same as in the December 2021 ultimatum to Ukraine, which would have effectively deprived Ukraine of its sovereignty. So unless it's conducted on those terms, the message is he is not going to take part. And sending Medinsky, who used to be the Minister of Culture and deals with what they call historical issues, is almost a slap in the face of diplomacy by Zelensky and Trump and Europe that is conducted on this issue. It's almost as if he is sending an envoy who could again lecture other people on the Putin's version of history, that Ukraine is a fake state, in fact, that it's not even a state, but a project of the West, and that Russia needs to take it under control.
And there would be some who would say that Vladimir Putin is sending that person to lead it because they were the ones leading the last negotiations. What do you think of that?
Well, I mean, I think, though, that the it's not. It's a clear message that the level of negotiations is not going to get any higher, right? It's something that Putin is saying that, unless you agree with my demands, we're not even going to negotiate the ceasefire itself. Whereas the approach, the proposal of President Donald Trump, to which Zelensky signed up, is let's have the meaningful ceasefire and then negotiate all those issues, including the kind of issues for which Putin may send somebody like Medinsky.
And there was much reporting that Europe, some of the European countries were considering further sanctions against Russia if there weren't substantive moves towards action and peace at this point. And there have been calls for broader action from right across the planet. That doesn't seem to be moving the dial, though, does it?
No, we already have plenty of evidence going back to the all-out invasion of February 2022 that economic sanctions are not deterring Putin. If you remember, then the United States threatened catastrophic sanctions. Over 2,000 various sanctions were introduced on Russia. But the fact of the matter is that the global economy is decentralized enough, and Russia has considerable natural resources that it can sell worldwide and continue to fuel its war machine. So it's not going to be deterred by those sanctions. If you look at the pattern of Russian reactions, if you look at what moves the needle, what raises concern in the Kremlin, what makes them sometimes make unexpected statements on potential ceasefire and peace negotiations, is when Ukraine gets some new deliveries of powerful weapons, particularly when Ukraine gets more missiles, when Ukraine increases its air defenses, and when it gets more capability to strike important military targets inside Russia.
Mikhail Alexseev, Professor of Political Sciences at San Diego University, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Appreciate it.
Thank you.